Virginia Beach Middle School Soccer Championships here at the Virginia Beach Sportsplex. Today is November 4th. We're about to see the game between the Princess Anne Panthers and the Salem Sharks. Two teams that have worked their ways all the way to the championship for the Virginia Beach Middle School Soccer. This game tonight is going to be sponsored by Shine Time Power Wash and Paint Professionals. Shine Time Power Wash and Paint Professionals. Revitalize your property today. Shine Time is your turnkey solution for all power washing and painting projects. With years of experience in both residential and large-scale commercial settings, our focus is to bring new life to your home, building, or outdoor space and ensure 100% customer satisfaction every time. Shine Time Power Wash. And if you can't come out tonight and enjoy the absolutely lovely weather that we are having, today's championships games are going to be streamed live on the Virginia Beach Sportsplex Facebook page. If you want to catch a replay of today's games, check out our YouTube page at beachsportsplex.com/YouTube or at Beach Sportsplex. If you go to YouTube, this contest and many other contests will be played at the Virginia Beach Sportsplex. Let's go ahead and get into the starting lineups for both teams. We're going to start with the number 1 seed Princess Anne Panthers. Starting number 1, Anna Wiggins. Number 3, Rowan Bellevue. Number 6, Mackenzie Dunn. Number 10, Brooklyn Baylor. Number 12, Reagan Thompson. Number 17, Katie Ulo. Number 18, Addison Hook. Number 20, Sam Campbell. Number 22, Zeta Beckerdite. Number 27, Natalie Blizzard. And in goal, number 21, Kennedy Armstrong. For the number 2 seed Salem Sharks, number 2, Malia Alvarez. Number 5, Savannah Lambert. Number 7, Lauren Wyatt. Number 10, Ariana Herwick. Number 12, Brooke Macaluso. Number 13, Alyssa Rivers. Number 15, Alana Bada. Number 16, Chase Udon. Number 17, Emma Todd. Number 20, Tayana Berry. And number 22, Gabrielle Dewey. As we see both teams making their way out to midfield. In the beautiful weather that we are having. We'll just take a second. We will be right back. Kickoff soon at the Virginia Beach Sportsplex. Back at the Virginia Beach Sportsplex. Soon to see kickoff here between the number 1 and number 2 seed, Princess Anne Panthers and Salem Sharks. Virginia Beach Sportsplex would like to thank the following official sponsors: AstroTurf, Atlantic Bay Mortgage, CHKD Sports Medicine, Chicho's Pizza, Dairy Queen, John's Tax Service, One Life Fitness, Tropical Smoothie Cafe, Vault Athletics, Why Not Italian, and Zoop Eatery. And, of course, tonight's official game sponsor is Shine Time Power Wash and Paint Professionals. Shine Time is a proud community supporter of your local youth and school sports, houses, roof, decks, you name it. We can power wash it. 100% customer satisfaction every time. Shine Time Power Wash and Paint Professionals. A very balmy Thursday afternoon here at the Virginia Beach Sportsplex under the lights. I'm Charlie Harrelson.
And I'm Maurice Burnett.
Bringing you tonight's action between two very even teams.
Yeah, I agree. It should be fun to see how these players come out and play. The tactics and style of play from the coaches should be very interesting to watch, especially at this age group.
And even with the weather as well, rain steadily coming down, should be stopping right about the conclusion of this game, close to 7:30. As we're about to see the kickoff. Down the sideline early from kickoff. Ball played in, nothing doing though. And Princess Anne's going to work out of their defense. Intercepted though by Salem. And the ball is going to roll out for a goal kick as Salem puts on the early pressure. Salem attacking from left to right in white. Princess Anne in the navy blue and gold. We'll see what each of these teams can do, especially with the weather conditions like we talked about earlier. And off the goal kick playing short. We'll see if Princess Anne can work the ball up the field. Good switch across play. Ball tried to be played forward, however, just gets intercepted by the defender. Panthers still on the ball. And tempted to be saved on the sideline, the far sideline by Salem. However, it's going to be a Princess Anne Panthers throw-in.
Both sides seem to be struggling for possession at the moment. In about 5 to 10 minutes, we'll see this game settle down and actually get to see.
Great ball played through. Don't mean to cut you off there, Maurice. As Princess Anne seems to be having the possession here early on, especially on their half. We'll see if they can't get the ball down inside the box and see if they can't have a shot on goal. Throw in taken. And ball just rolls out of play for a throw in for the Sharks. Ball played over the top. And the Salem defender comes to clean that ball up out of defense and work it down the sideline. However, ball goes out of play, and it's still going to be with Princess Anne as they steadily attack early on in this game.
Yeah, that was great defense and great ball carrying by the defender there. Did a good job to clear out the danger.
Little collision. Referee doesn't see anything from it. We're going to keep playing. The Salem player does well. Jukes 2 players.
Great feat by the Salem player. Great through ball as well. Looks like the offense wasn't expecting it, though.
Good pressure put on by Salem. Princess Anne does well to keep the ball in. And Salem just trying to play one down the line again. Nothing doing, though. And it's going to be Princess Anne throw as Princess Anne tries to work the ball down the sideline here.
Great play on the wings by Princess Anne.
Great switch ball down into the opposite corner. Let's see if they can get to it. Well done. Ball comes in and out by Salem.
Early on, you can see Princess Anne trying to play from the wide areas, which really gives space to all players on the field. So it's a very good strategy, especially for this age group. It should be very effective, especially late in the game.
Yeah, absolutely. As we see Salem trying to work the ball down the field. However, they have no midfield to support. And it seems like that's been the issue for Salem so far early on in this game. As Princess Anne attacks, the midfield drops back. They end up playing multiple back. And that's costing them. Oof. Referee says, get up. We're playing soccer. It's a championship game. We're not going to call those fouls. And we're going to keep moving. And the Panthers doing well to work their way out of their own defense.
Again, you can see Princess Anne playing wide and then getting the ball more inside to the more pragmatic players looking to create on the ball.
But the Salem defense has done well, stood their own early on in this game. But then again, it's just the transition from Princess Anne that has seen them have more of the opportunities early on. We'll see if they can't continue as this game keeps going, especially with the weather. As ball just gets bounced around, it's going to be out. Princess Anne throw. Campbell with the throw. Played down the line to Wiggins. See if she can't keep it in. Ball just goes out for a goal kick. As we're going to see the first touch tonight from the Salem goalkeeper, Gabrielle Dewey. We'll see if she can't have a big game in goal tonight for her team. Try and keep the goose egg on the scoreline as you hear the Jets flying over right now. As the coach just having a word with the referee. And we're going to continue on. As the referee blows the whistle, we're going to get back to playing. And Princess Anne player does well to intercept there, however, just can't keep control. And we will see Salem with the throw. Salem been trying to use the long ball to their advantage, playing that through ball down into the corners. However, just a little bit too much on those. Maybe it's the wind, maybe it's the wet turf, but that ball's skipping a lot. And we'll see if Salem decides to stick to this, maybe slow down play, and try and work their way up the field in a more controlled approach.
Yeah, at the moment you see Salem very struggling for possession a lot. Shorter passes would definitely benefit them at the moment.
Absolutely. We see Salem on the ball now. Jukes 2 players. However, just loses possession there. And that was Malia Alvarez on the ball. She's been doing well in that midfield, trying to control the pace of play. And good clearance there by Alyssa Rivers. The referee just sees a deflection out off of the Princess Anne player, so we're going to see a throw in for Salem. It's going to be Herwick on the ball. To Alvarez. Alvarez looking down towards the line and just gets played out. And it's going to stay with Salem here early on. Ball played into the middle, rolls into the box. It's going to be keeper's ball. Just a little errantly played there, however. Possession kept on the far sideline. Work through the middle. Ball played through. It's a foot race. However, Rivers does well to get back to that ball first, and it's going to be a Princess Anne throw. Throw in taken, kept down the sideline. Ball tried to be played in, however, deflected out. Appeared to be Savannah Lambert on the defense there. And this Salem defense has done pretty well. Only 1 ball into the box so far for Princess Anne. And any type of foot race, Salem has done their part in getting to the ball first. Dispossessed by Princess Anne.
It's a great ball.
Great ball in, however, good save. Way to come off the line by the keeper, Dewey. Dewey was looking for Macaluso on the right wing. That's Campbell. However, just offside as the ball was played through. As we'll see the restart of play from Salem in the back. Appears to be Udon back taking the kick. Looks to the near sideline, gets through the defense. However, picked up well by the Panthers. Alvarez doing well there. You see Wiggins. Wiggins, great through ball. And Lambert just plays down towards our near sideline. Ball rolls out, though. So we're going to see 2 substitutions for Princess Anne coming into the game. I tell you what, those numbers, just in this weather and the rain and the lights, really difficult to see the Princess Anne numbers. So our apologies if we get a few of the numbers wrong as Princess Anne coming through the middle here. And is dispossessed by Salem. However, Campbell finds a through ball. And just gets intercepted. There's good defense from Barry for Salem. Does well to maintain pressure on the Princess Anne defense. That ball rolls out. As we're going to see Barry come off the field. Replacing her is Lauren Wyatt. Airwick to Alvarez. That was Todd. And Princess Anne doing well to win possession of that ball and try and work it down the field. Good hold up of play, finding the open man. One touch, referee says play on. Princess Anne with the advantage, looking inside the box here.
It's a great ball.
Good defense from Salem. As we see Princess Anne with possession again. However, just a little fizzed in too quick there. Princess Anne does well to win back possession. Salem playing deep. And as you can see, there's just no midfield for Salem right now. They're just playing way too deep. And that transition offense is lacking. As we see Princess Anne down the left side. That's Campbell. Campbell ball in. Tried to find Thompson. Shot taken just wide. Shot appeared to be by Wiggins. As we're going to see a goal kick here. Excuse me, that's Wiggins. Wiggins from Princess Anne was on the ball there. Ball's going to be out. Princess Anne taking the quick throw. Wiggins now. Good defense from Savannah Lambert, the right back for Salem. And Wiggins ball in, however, offsides. Offsides called by the official on the far side. And referee just whistling saying, hey, kick's got to be taken over there. That's where the infringement occurred. And we'll see how Salem works out of the back this time. Azudon played to Lambert. Ball rolls out, though. Just trying to settle that. Remember, it's a little wet out here. Rain's still coming down here at the Virginia Beach Sportsplex. See good defense from Princess Anne. However, Salem does well to keep the pressure on. Can Salem get to the ball first? Shoulder to shoulder, Salem has possession. Down in the opposing third, however, Princess Anne doing well defensively.
It's a great tackling from Princess Anne. Really cut out the danger with that tackle.
Ball tries to get played through the middle. However, ends up rolling to the goalkeeper. As we're going to see Armstrong here. Armstrong plays out. Finds her teammate through the middle of the field. And Princess Anne is doing well to work the width of the field and then find the openings through the middle. Over Salem now attacking. Princess Anne with possession down the near sideline. Good defense from Salem. That was Wiggins on the ball. Good defense from number 17. That's Emma Todd. Throw in taken quickly. Wiggins looked for the early cross. Nothing doing. Ball played through. Great ball, however, just out of the reach. Just couldn't get that ball under control. We're going to see a goal kick for Salem. And Maurice, maybe 12-ish minutes to go so far. How do you see both teams playing right now?
Well, you can see Princess Anne playing. You can see Princess Anne playing from the wide areas, really trying to play through the middle via the outside. And then you can see Salem trying to get Alvarez on the ball to create.
There's a little bit of back and forth. We see Princess Anne with possession now. Panthers doing well through the midfield. However, Alvarez just being an absolute tank in the midfield for Salem. Whenever the ball's around her, she's just going to find it. Keeper tried to catch that as it was going out, though. Deflects off her. It's going to be a corner kick for Princess Anne. First corner of the night for Princess Anne. We'll see what they can do here. Short is open. Ball played into the middle. The chance header! And just over.
Yeah, and that's the type of opportunity you create when you give up set pieces. So that was a cheap set piece to give away. Hopefully she can eliminate those mistakes in the future.
Yeah, just keep in mind, like we were saying earlier, the weather. That rain, that ball is skipping a ton. It's going to do some different things here on this turf. Wiggins doing well to find that ball early. Beckerdite. As it comes off the Salem player, we're going to see a throw in. While we got a break, we'd like to thank one of our sponsors, AstroTurf. Since 1965, the AstroTurf brand has been driven by forward-thinking ingenuity. Today, AstroTurf continually improves its system design to deliver playing surfaces with the most realistic, sports-specific performance, long-lasting durability, and sound player protection. AstroTurf. I always see the punt from Dewey. Princess Anne looking for the through ball, trying to find it down the right wing. However, great defense from Salem to clear that ball out. Worked back to that right wing, Princess Anne. Looks for the ball in. Good defense.
Salem's really playing great defense. You can tell by the clearances just how they made it to the championship round.
Right you are. It's Salem trying to clear that one out. We're going to see a throw in now for Princess Anne here on this near side. Campbell playing the left back. Good ball through by Beckerdite. That ball's going to go out for a throw in just near the corner. And we'll see what the Panthers can't do here early on. Ball played into the box. Looking for the layoff. Finds her. Salem just doing very well defensively. As that's Udon for Salem. Chance inside, but that's Alvarez to clear for Salem. Princess Anne just trying to work back. However, Alvarez through the middle. Just a little too heavy of a touch. Sees Princess Anne giving back possession. Well done by the left back.
And you can see Salem on defense. First to every defensive ball.
Ball played through the middle. Salem with a chance. Shot taken just wide to the right. That was Alana Bata. And Salem with the big chance with about 7:23 left in the first. That could have easily been 1-0. However, good pressure by Princess Anne.
And that chance was made by good defense and transitioned it into offense.
Princess Anne plays a ball into the open space down the left-hand side. Salem just tries to get out to the sideline. The ball rolls out of play. Campbell just deflected as the ball on the ball. Sees a throw in. Shot taken, good save by the goalie. Goalie was not expecting that, had a little bit of whip on it. I believe that was Thompson on the shot from probably close to 25 yards out. As we see a good save from Dewey for the Sharks. We see the second corner for Princess Anne.
And Salem wants to be careful here because this set piece in these weather conditions is perfect for some type of deflection or some type of unexpected touch on the ball. Easy to get a goal from here.
Ball was played in, however, cleared out by Salem. As they look to work back down to the sideline. Intercepted. And ball just played out. Foul called by the referee on Salem. Just a little too snippy in that one. As we're going to see the Salem free kick about midway in their own half. Salem players pushing forward. Well stepped in front by Princess Anne. Princess Anne trying to take the throw quickly. However, referee sees the deflection. And it's actually a Salem Sharks throw-in right near midfield.
That's great defense from Ariana Harwick.
Very well done by Harwick indeed. We'll see what Salem can't do here. Wind gusting up just a little bit more. Ball played into the box. Saved. By the goalkeeper, Kennedy Armstrong. So we're going to see a corner kick for Salem. That ball just skipping across that wet AstroTurf. Sees our first corner for the Sharks. Going to be taken on the far side. Sorry, Maurice.
And that's just a great example of how anything can happen on these type of surfaces and in this type of weather.
Under these conditions where I used to find some of my goals, keep it low, let it skip. The goalie doesn't know what to do. Ball taken. Deflected. Looked like from our angle that it was in the back of the net. No one decided to celebrate. However, just played behind the goal, and we're going to see another corner for Salem.
Yeah, definitely not the most confident of clearances there.
Hey, but it's out, and it's not in the back of the net.
Absolutely.
Salem again. Good ball in.
It's good defense from Princess Anne. Not only look to counter.
Princess Anne, can they counter here? Can they catch Salem off their heels? And the ball just tried to get into that far corner. However, it goes out of play. Throw in Salem near midfield.
And in transitioning like that, you definitely want quick passes, trying to transition the ball up the field as fast as possible. So you don't want to spend too much time on the ball thinking and trying to create too much. just keep the ball moving up the field as fast as possible in that situation.
Yep, absolutely. And Princess Anne just trying to develop some play as they're trying to march out of their own defense. And while we talk about development, Vault Athletic and Fitness has youth athlete development at their facility. The Vault Fitness facility in Hampton Roads is Hampton Roads' newest 13,000 square foot facility located in the Hilltop section of Virginia Beach. We specialize in youth athlete development, personal training, small group training, and specialty fitness classes. And that's Vault Athletics and Fitness. And as we see Salem on the ball, and if we look out into the lights from where we're at, that rain has started to pick up, wind has started to pick up, and it's just making the playing conditions out there even tougher. And we'll see how that affects the remainder of this game as Princess Anne now on the ball. Referee sees a handball, and it's going to be for Salem. Salem appeared to be looking to take it quickly. Stonewall Alvarez header. And ball was played by Todd to the outside, trying to find Wyatt. However, nothing doing. And it's going to stay with Princess Anne here. Has a little bit of back and forth banging of the ball. Finds a throw in here. Campbell. See what Princess Anne can do here. Ball played in. However, good defense. That was Udon again. Great ball played to the corner. Ball's onside.
Another example of great tackling from Salem. Again, you can tell defense has been their strong suit all season.
Salem doing well. Two strong defenders in the back there with Udon and also Alvarez whenever she drops back from her midfield position. Udon takes the goal kick. That was Alvarez. Tried to work the ball up the field. However, that sees the end of the first quarter. We're still tied up 0-0. Rain still coming down. Wind still kicking up.
Yep, and that was a great game so far by both teams. You could tell Salem, great defense by Udon and Rivers back there, two strong pairs of center backs, and also trying to play through Alvarez and Herwick.
Yep, absolutely. And Princess Anne has done well working the ball down the wings, whether it be through Wiggins, whether it be through Campbell, whoever it may be. They're finding success down the wings, finding the open players into the midfield. And if play continues just like this, we might see a goal here coming up soon. But so far, it's 0-0, Princess Anne Panthers and Salem Sharks at the Virginia Beach Sportsplex. We'll be right back just after a commercial break.
After more than 50 years of innovation, AstroTurf still leads the way. The inventor of artificial turf does it all, right here in the USA. We engineer, test, manufacture, and install the world's most innovative fibers and turf technologies. With over 30,000 tracks and fields worldwide. AstroTurf, powered by Sport Group.
Back at the Virginia Beach Sportsplex, second half action is going to be underway here shortly between the Panthers and the Sharks. We're going to see if someone can break the deadlock here. And, of course, tonight's game is brought to you by Shine Time Power Wash and Paint Professionals. And as we await kickoff, we'd like to thank Atlantic Bay Mortgage Group, lending peace of mind, not your typical mortgage company. We understand getting a mortgage can be stressful, but we're here to guide you every step of the way. We're dedicated to providing you an enjoyable journey from start to finish. Atlantic Bay Mortgage Group. As both teams are out ready to start, especially in this cold weather, hey, let's get playing so we can get home as quick as possible, because my legs and my arms are cold. I mean, they're cold for me up here in the booth.
Yeah, definitely.
There we go, a little bit of get up in the step from the referees. And we're about to be underway here for some second half action. Princess Anne now going to be going with the wind at their back from left to right, as Salem appears to have pulled 5 through their midfield, trying to strengthen that midfield. We're going to see a 4-5-1 from Salem. And it appears we're going to see a 4-4-2 from Princess Anne. We'll see if Salem can strengthen their midfield with this formation, which appears to be different than what we saw in the first half. Maurice, if you're those coaches over there on that sideline, especially with the weather, trying to keep your team in this, what are you saying to both teams?
Well, for Princess Anne, I think the game plan is simple. Play the ball wide, and then as you get further up the field, play the ball more central for your more pragmatic playmakers to try to create something on the ball. And then for Salem, keep playing stout defense like they are, and then in transition, that's probably where you're going to get your greatest opportunity. So out of defense in the back, transition quickly pass the ball up the field, and then try to create something on offense.
Yeah, with Salem, that's going to require them to have their midfield fill up the open gaps, as we see them doing that right now, playing defense.
Great pass.
Great pass there, as we're going to see
Good job from Alvarez.
Yep.
Great job to win that ball. Here's Herrick. A little bit more inspiring from Salem in that passage of play.
However, Princess Anne has numbers now. We're going to see if they can use those through the middle. Goalkeeper comes off her line. That's Dewey.
Here's Todd.
Speed from Princess Anne up front is putting pressure on those Salem defenders. Great move on the left side. Ball played into the box. And it's well played out by Udon. And Salem does well to win possession. And that was through Beta. And ball's going to be played out by Princess Anne. So we're going to see a Salem throw in here. And Princess Anne doing well to get in front of that ball first. As that's Ehrwick with the throw. Has Macaluso and Alvarez as their two targets. Good defense by Princess Anne. Alvarez going to take the quick throw. He's trying to look down the sideline. And we're just going to keep working it down. Keep working. Just chip away 5-6 yards at a time. Herwick. Alvarez tried to let that one go over her shoulder. Now we're going to see the speed and the transition from Princess Anne. Good defense from Salem. Savannah Lambert on the right back position. Doing well. Throw in taken quickly, though. And Lambert does well again. You know, that's been a good matchup so far. Wiggins with Princess Anne and Lambert down that right, on that right wing back and left wing positions. We'll see if they don't continue to this. It's going to be a throw in. Ball just rolled out. So it's going to end up being Salem throw in. We'll see how much pressure Princess Anne provides here early on. Princess Anne doing well, maintaining possession, looking through the middle. Tried to go straight down the middle, trying to find the open striker, however, nothing doing. And Dewey does well, the Salem goalkeeper. Princess Anne here through the middle, trying to look for the long switch ball. However, intercepted. Princess Anne staying on the ball now. Looking down the near wing. Just fouled there.
You can see Princess Anne still doing a good job of playing the ball out wide, trying to play through the middles as they get further up the pitch.
Well done by Richie there on the right wing for Princess Anne. Foul was committed by Macaluso. Ball played in. And Salem's going to come out with the ball. Salem maintaining great pressure, as that was Alana Bada, the lone striker up top for Salem.
Yep, doing her best to link up with Alvarez there. Didn't quite come off there.
Ritchie does well, lets the ball roll. Looking for the early cross. However, just offside the Princess Anne striker.
That's a good job by the Salem back line, catching them off sides. Again, that defensive center back pairing in the back, doing well for Salem.
I believe that was Katie Yulo. That was just offside for the Panthers. As Salem clears out, trying to clear their lines, trying to regroup. As we see the throw in for Princess Anne here down the near sideline. Ritchie. Back to Bellevue. Ball played through the middle. Good defense from Salem. Princess Anne looking for the long ball through the middle. And Dewey does well to come off her line to wrap that up. However, Princess Anne is doing well to maintain pressure. Alvarez tries to find Lambert, but just rolls out. It's going to be Princess Anne throw. Salem. That's just well done by the Princess Anne defense. Now we see a foot race. That's good pressure from Princess Anne. Princess Anne does well, win the ball. Ball played in, however, off of the back of the Salem defender. Early ball again. And that's Alvarez just coming back from her midfield position. That was Udon doing well in that center back pairing. Nothing's coming into the box for her. As the ball's cleared out again by Udon. Foul by Princess Anne. That's Reagan Thompson on Alvarez. And Salem just taking a second to get their breath. Been playing on the back foot for most of this game. We'll see if they can't get forward. Get a quick goal to get them up. 21 minutes left to go in this second half. As the rain continues to fall, and while we've got a break with this cold weather, maybe it might be a nice time to have some soup from Zoop Eatery. You can build the perfect boxed lunch at Zoop Eatery, a customizable and individually packaged meal of your convenience. Choose from any of our wide variety of soups, fresh salads, made-to-order sandwiches, all served with a hunk of bread and dessert. There's something for the whole crew. Zoop Eatery. Alvarez was on the ball, dispossessed by Princess Anne. Ritchie did well down the right side, looking for the ball deep.
That's a good job by Rivers to intercept that pass.
Princess Anne, early shot. And it rolls out again. Second error from Dewey. Same kind of deal. It happened in the first half.
Yep, and here you can see the wet conditions really playing their part and obstructing the Salem goalkeeper from making a routine save.
That was a great shot from Thompson early on. We're going to see how Princess Anne does here. Ball played in. Short Alvarez, though. Alvarez working the ball up the field. Trying to look for the through ball. Trying to find Bada. However, going to stay with the Sharks. Throw in just past midfield. So we're going to see a substitution. It's going to be Victoria McNulty coming off. And then coming onto the field is Tayana Berry. On the throw in, Airwick. Bada. Looking for the early cross. Finds Alvarez, though. Alvarez trying to find Berry. Now we see Princess Anne moving forward with the ball. Early ball played across. Chance here. Ritchie. Dewey does well to come off her line before anything can happen with that ball. Bada now. As Wyatt did well to try and win possession back for the Sharks, however, just comes off of her in the end, and it's going to be a throw-in for Princess Anne on the far side near midfield. Princess Anne trying to look through the middle now.
It's a great clearance by Berry.
Ritchie looking for the through ball in the middle. Nothing doing, though. Great run from the defense.
It's a great clearance by Udon. Here's Alvarez.
Alvarez looking for the early ball. However, great defense again by Beckerdite. She tries to have a shot early. However, just didn't catch all of that one. It's just going to roll to the goalie. Goalie plays out. We see Wiggins.
It's a great ball by Wiggins down the line.
Early ball in. Played into the box. Beckerdite with a shot. Good save. Well done by Dewey. And well done by Airwick to clear that ball out. Princess Anne is putting on the pressure here. 16 minutes left to go in the second. That's a rough challenge there from Thompson. Just trying to shield the ball, maintain possession that way. Just caught a little bit too much of the player. It's going to be a free kick for Salem. You know, with the slick conditions out here, we haven't seen a lot of fouls, which has been a testament to these girls playing great soccer. But also the referee, you know, he's letting it play. It's a championship game. They've gotten this far. They're going to play soccer. They're not going to stop for whistles here and there.
Definitely don't want to see too many stoppages of play, especially in this type of high-level part of the tournament.
Great throw-in from Blizzard. See Thompson now. Stays with Thompson. Stays with Thompson. She tries to have a shot. It's going to be deflected and go out for a Panthers corner. Call it their fourth or fifth corner of the night.
Yeah, definitely Salem's done well to not let in any goals with all these set pieces that Princess Anne has gotten.
As we're going to see another here. Ball played in, into the box. Dewey does well to get that off of the bounce. Dewey tries to clear out, trying to find her players early as they run up the field. Airwick, Alvarez.
Here's Alvarez.
Tried to find the runner. Just held on to the ball for a little bit too long as now we see Wiggins. Ball just gets away from her, is cleared out by Lambert. Salem throw. Dispossessed by Princess Anne. Shot taken from defense. And it's going to be in the grasp of Dewey. Good shot there from Bellevue. As this Princess Anne midfield pairing of Beckerdite and Thompson has proved very effective. They've been dominating the game so far. Ritchie. Good tackle from Airwick. And it's going to be a goal kick for the Sharks. Great sliding challenge there down at the corner by Ariana Airwick. And while we've got a little break in the action, I'd like to take a chance to thank CHKD Sports Medicine. Whether your child is competing as part of a football team, likes to ride a bike, or is on the road to Olympic glory, the multidisciplinary team at the CHKD Sports Medicine program is dedicated to the comprehensive treatment of illness and injury in pediatric and college athletes. CHKD Sports Medicine. So we're going to see a substitution for Princess Anne. It appeared to be Beckerdike coming off the field in to replace her. It's going to be number 14, Sadie Dickerson. As Dickerson got her first touch, just gets away from her. And right before the throw, we're going to see another substitution for Salem.
As we approach the last 10 minutes, this will be a good chance for Alvarez or Todd to get onto the ball and try to make something happen on offense for Salem, as well as Campbell and Princess Anne should do the same, vice versa.
As McNulty checks back into the game, substituted for Barry on Salem. Salem's going to stay with the ball here. Never mind. Referee saw it differently. It's going to be Princess Anne ball. Ball played into the middle. Trying to settle. Trying to take the early shot. However, nothing doing there. There's Thompson. Alvarez does well to dispossess. Wiggins. Jostling for possession. See Lambert, hard challenge.
She managed to get the ball there. That's why the referee called no foul.
No foul. We're going to keep playing. Wiggins now staying with. But Lambert just a solid right back for this Sharks team. Alvarez with it. Alvarez looking down the sideline.
It's a good idea from Alvarez there.
Princess Anne looking for the early cross into the middle. Rough challenge. Just tried to clear that ball up the field. And Princess Anne was just coming through and just caught the leg, and that looked really rough. However, both players getting up. So we're going to see a stop a clock there. Rough challenge. As the trainer comes out just to check things out, make sure everybody's okay. And that one, for lack of better terms, did not look that pretty. As it was Macaluso that took the brunt of that one. However, no card. Just with these conditions, didn't bounce like everybody thought it was going to, and just caught the leg the Princess Anne player did. But no harm, no foul. We're going to keep playing. Macaluso looks to be doing okay as she's walking off the sideline. Going to be substituted off for Lawton. As Madison Lawton checks in, number 11. This will be Udon. Princess Anne with it. Maintaining possession, looking across the field. As that's good defense from the Salem player. That was Airwick trying to work down the sideline, just lets it go out of play. As we're seeing play pick up between these two teams, they know there's not much time left. Only about 9 minutes left to go in the second half. Princess Anne has maintained possession for a majority of this second half. We're going to see if they can't get a goal here with just a few minutes left to go and go ahead. See Alvarez just playing the ball up the field. Hey, let's get regrouped. Let's get back into our shape. Udon. Lawton on the ball. Looks down the sideline.
Great turning pass from Lawton there.
Through the middle, Thompson. Alvarez doing well again, just maintaining that midfield for Salem, looking for the deep ball. As pressure was applied by Bada. Or Princess Anne is going to keep possession. Blizzard on the throw. Ball's just played down the line by Dickerson. See who can get to it first. It's Udon. Udon's just going to let it go out of play for the goal kick. So we're going to see another substitution for Salem. And during that substitution, we'd like to thank Why Not Italian, celebrating over 28 years in Hampton Roads. Our commitment to excellent ingredients, traditional recipes, and treating our customers like family is what has allowed us to serve delicious food to our community since 1993. Dine with us at any one of our 7 locations, including our newest Haygood location on Independence Boulevard. What's for dinner tonight? Why Not Italian? Princess Anne staying with the ball, just trying to look down the far sideline, just going to roll out of play for the goal kick. Marie, 7 minutes left. Weather conditions are rough. Wind is kicking up. Rain is still falling. How do you get ahead 1-0 here late on?
I think for Princess Anne, continue trying to play through the midfield. And for Salem, they should just try to advance the ball up the field as fast as possible with quick, short passes. And I think that would be most effective for Salem in this scenario.
Salem just trying to work out of their defense, just having issues trying to keep the ball in play as Princess Anne's going to have another throw in. Good step over, ball played in early. Chance, a shot. Dewey makes a save. Dispossessed well by Bellevue. Alvarez finds Airwick. Airwick carrying down the near sideline. Tries to get into the box, tried to cut back, nothing doing. However, just a foul by number 10, Ariana Airwick for Salem. Great run down the sideline. Just should have kept going in and then look for the ball across.
Yep, she did her best to cut in, but it was a 1v2 situation, and the defenders simply just outnumbered her.
And now we see Princess Anne working down the same sideline.
Yeah, definitely. It's been working well for them all game. I don't see why they would stray away from it.
Dickerson looking through the middle. Couldn't find anybody. Alvarez. As Udon looked to try and find one of her midfielders, unable to find somebody. Lambert, though, well done from the right back again. As that was Madison Lawton on the far side, just letting that ball go out of play. It's going to stay a Princess Anne throw-in. Wiggins maintains possession. Udon, chance inside, has a shot. And it's just going to miss to the left. It's going to be a goal kick again for Salem. 4.5 minutes left to go as Salem makes a substitution. Lawton's going to come off. Udon plays short again. Trying to work the ball out of the defense. Find the open players. McNulty. Attempted to switch the field of play. Ends up finding Alvarez. Alvarez just gets double teamed there in the middle. Dickerson now. Looks for the cross. Just goes out of play on the cross. Across the end line for a goal kick. Just couldn't wrap her foot around that one all the way to try and get it near that 6 to 12 yard range.
Yeah, not quite the right technique, but if she had got the technique right in this condition, it would have been a great chance to score for Princess Anne.
Yeah, absolutely. Udon looks to change it up, plays long. Header from Princess Anne. And Bada did well. Coming from the striker role for Salem to apply pressure. Down that left side, Campbell. Campbell just a little bit of a push off. Referee sees that, it's going to call it back. Now this is Salem's chance. 2:40 left to go. You've got a free kick right at midfield. Push your players forward. You might be able to get something through, especially like we were saying with these weather conditions. That turf out there is slick. Maybe you guys can get a bounce.
Definitely a great opportunity to score for Salem with a free kick in their half.
However, Princess Anne does well. Trying to push that ball back. Udon just trying to push out to the left back and just a little fizzed in too quick. It's going to be Princess Anne ball. So we're nearing the end of this half. Just under 2 minutes. Ritchie. Dispossessed by Todd. Todd working down the sideline.
It's a great tackle.
Bada now. Dickerson does well, and that's a great ball through. Can Princess Anne get to it first? Dewey comes off her line quickly. Tries to play the punt out, though. Dickerson. Ball played into the middle. The chance!
Oh.
6 yards out, skied over top of the bar. Princess Anne was looking at 1-0.
Yep. Opportunity for a simple tap in there. She's going for glory. Missed.
Nerves got to her from 6 yards out. I believe that's Lola Normile. But Princess Anne's going to try and keep going. Just under a minute now. Wiggins. Lambert trying to make the tackle down the sideline. However, we're going to see a foul. Princess Anne's going to have a free kick inside their opponent's third. No.
Gotcha.
So we're nearing the end of this game. Only seconds remaining. Can Princess Anne get one late? Ball played in. The chance! Just out of the reach of Dickerson there. And it's going to be a goal kick for Salem. Referee has looked down at his watch. Udon looking to take quickly. Princess Anne staying with ball. Header into the box, a chance! And Salem does well to clear. Ball played back in. And Salem's going to try and counter here down the far sideline. Good defense from Princess Anne to stop that counter attack. As we've seen the completion of full time, 0-0 on the scoreboard. Princess Anne and Salem, two halves cannot separate these two teams. As we're going to see overtime between the Princess Anne Panthers and the Salem Sharks. Weather conditions just getting worse and worse as the night goes on. Rain steadily coming down, winds steadily blowing from left to right on your screen. And we'll see what will happen in these two overtime periods. Who can break the deadlock? We saw Princess Anne have the opportunity from 6 yards out and just hit it over top of the bar. And Princess Anne was just that close to the VB Middle School Soccer Championship. However, we still have just a little bit more time left to play in overtime. We're going to be right back right after a commercial break. We'll continue on with this matchup between the Princess Anne Panthers and the Salem Sharks. We'll be right back shortly. Back at the Virginia Beach Sportsplex. Two halves couldn't break any type of deadlock. It's still 0-0 between the Panthers and Sharks here in this middle school soccer championship match presented by Shine Time Power Wash and Paint Professionals. So we're going to see overtime number 1 here. Salem's going to start on the right of your screen, attacking to the left. And Princess Anne vice versa. Princess Anne with the majority of the chances in the second half. We'll see if they can't continue that here in overtime. As we're going to see 5-minute period played to start. And as we await the start of overtime, we'd like to thank One Life Fitness, One Life, One Inspired Life. We're here to help. Start your new membership today at any one of our 8 convenient Hampton Roads locations, or go online at onelifefitness.com to claim a free trial pass. One Life Fitness, and we're underway here in overtime. Princess Anne, ball in. The chance, good defense. Dewey with the save after the ball gets bounced back and forth.
2 quick chances for Princess Anne in this extra time period. Looking very dangerous to start.
Princess Anne doing well. Thompson here. Thompson just drawing Salem players in. However, ball gets played out for a goal kick. Salem sticking with keeping it short off the goal kicks. Wiggins just tried to keep that one in play, however, unable to do so. As we see Lambert now going to be taking the throw. Ball play back. No one there, though. Eric on the ball for Salem. Trying to look through the middle. Goalkeeper comes off the line, though.
Yep, and that was the perfect time for a through ball. Just had a little bit too much on the pass. Maybe should look the player on the overlap on her right, but hindsight is 20/20.
See Princess Anne working down the sideline. Good defense there from Macaluso. As the ball was played by Bellevue. Down the right, trying to find Dickerson. It's going to stay with Princess Anne as we're working down the sideline. Ritchie. Ball gets played to Lambert, though. Princess Anne resets. Salem does well to keep possession. Bellevue. Blizzard. The long throw. Ball rolls into the box. And that's good defense there from Alyssa Rivers. The 2 center backs for Salem, Rivers and Udon, have been strong so far in this game. We'll see if they can continue here. Just under 2 minutes left to go in the first overtime period. Salem clears their lines. Thompson. Can Campbell get to it? Wiggins. Lambert does well to dispossess. Wiggins maintaining possession for Princess Anne. Still with Wiggins. Wiggins looking through. Still with Wiggins.
It's great defense by Rivers there again.
And
Couple clearances in a row.
Salem looking to counterattack. However, dispossessed by Princess Anne. Good defense there by Richie. Was Campbell looking to play in early. Thompson now. Thompson with the early shot. And it's going to just roll wide. One overtime period is done. One more to go. 5 more minutes until dreaded penalties.
Yeah, I think Salem's looking forward to penalties now. With so much pressure on their goal that they're defending, I think a little bit of relief would be good for them.
Yeah, absolutely. Princess Anne has maintained possession, maintained the pressure. Salem has had 1 or 2 good opportunities breaking down the field, catching Princess Anne off guard. However, Princess Anne through the midfield. Right now it's Richie and Thompson have been keeping the ball down in their opponent's third. With 5 minutes left to go, can you break the deadlock? Can you not make it to penalties? That's what Princess Anne's thinking right now. Are they going to start pushing bodies forward? We'll see here. 5 more minutes. Dickerson down the right side, looking to play through. However, great defense there from Udon. Princess Anne looking to play a ball in the middle. Wiggins with the shot. Deflected out for a corner.
That was a great opportunity at goal. If Wiggins had the awareness to lay the ball off for a teammate, our teammate may have had a better angle at the goal.
The first corner came from this corner. It was a beauty played into the box. We'll see what happens here. Wiggins' header flicked on to Chance. Stays with Princess Anne. Ball played back into the middle. Ball's being knocked around. Gets played out. Princess Anne does well to possess in their defense. Dickerson now. Early ball in. Dewey gets hands on it and does well to pounce on top to make the save. Princess Anne was closing in, trying to get that goal. Princess Anne, light pressure was on them. But gets played out from Salem. It's going to be Princess Anne throw. Now Dickerson. Thompson. Dickerson does well. The ball gets played in. Settled. The chance. Deflected again. That appeared to be Beckerdite. And we're going to see another corner. Can Wiggins flick one on? Are they going to play short to her? Ball played into the box. The chance. Good defense. Has a chance on goal. It's in the back of the net. It's 1-0. Princess Anne. The shot from Campbell. Goalkeeper's nightmare. Floated into the back corner. It's 1-0 to Princess Anne.
Yeah, what a goal that was. To chip the keeper like that showed a lot of skill right when her team needed her.
Salem is going to have to put the pressure on here. Just under 2.5 minutes left to go in this game. And Princess Anne has found the goal that they've been looking for all along. And you can honestly say, Maurice, they've deserved that goal after the performance that they've put up tonight.
Yeah, definitely. With the last 20 minutes of play definitely being in Salem's final third, you can tell that goal's coming for a while now.
And Salem throwing numbers forward as best they can. Alvarez is looking like the lone midfielder right now. Princess Anne is going to try and waste as much clock as they can. Alvarez does well to win through the midfield for Salem. Can Alvarez find some magic? Way to keep possession by Salem. Now through Dickerson. Dickerson looks through the middle early. Rivers, great clearance. going to be Salem throw in just inside their own half, or just inside their opponent's half. Throw in taken. Dickerson with the header. Flicked on. Way to win possession back by Dickerson. Salem looking forward, trying to find the bodies. Udon unable to win possession. Now we see Wiggins down the left side, finding Campbell, the goal scorer. Can Campbell find another one? Campbell looking into the middle early. Finds Thompson. The chance. Off the crossbar. Off the post. And into the back of the net for Princess Anne to seal it for the Panthers. And the referee blows the final whistle, and that will do it, ladies and gentlemen. Princess Anne scoring 2 in the second overtime to win 2-0 in this middle school championship game. What a second overtime by Princess Anne. Salem just out-pressured for the last 20 to 25 minutes of this game. And Princess Anne finding the goals late on. And just a great performance by the Panthers tonight. As we see the Princess Anne team running over to their fans, celebrating a championship.
Definitely very well played by Princess Anne. Worked hard for those 2 goals, and in the end their hard work paid off.
Both these teams did well to make it to this championship game. However, Princess Anne is going to come out on top, the number 1 seed in the Virginia Beach Middle School District. As we're going to see a final score of Princess Anne 2, Salem Sharks 0. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in to this live stream at the Virginia Beach Sportsplex, presented by Shine Time Power Wash and Paint Professionals. We'd like to thank you again for tuning in. If you want, stay tuned. We're going to see the Middle School Boys Championship game between the Princess Anne Panthers and the Lynn Haven Bluefish. We'll see if Princess Anne cannot pull off the sweep. Both boys and girls championships in the Virginia Beach Middle School Soccer Championships. We will see you shortly.